Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Dankdread here, and today we are going to be taking apart and cleaning an SNES cartridge. And so this isn't too difficult. There's only going to be 2 screws on it. It's pretty easy. You got to watch out. There are these little clips right here. So I'll show you how to take that out. First, you just want to start by unscrewing these 2 screws on the front, and that should be pretty easy. So just go ahead, take those out, set them to the side. Make sure you put them either on a surface that they won't roll or somewhere safe. So whenever you're taking this out, you're gonna wanna lift it upwards and slide it out. So you see, it comes out pretty easy. You probably won't break them, but if you can't get it out, don't try and force it. You don't want to snap it. So inside, here's the main board. This one's really not too dirty, but it just needs a little work. So we're just going to set those 2 to the side. You're going to want to grab your toothbrush and your isopropyl alcohol. So go ahead and just dip that in there. And make sure you're using isopropyl alcohol on the boards, because you can use this basically everywhere and it will not short circuit anything. You might want to be careful and wait for it to dry. That's what I do. But yeah, just go ahead, make sure you get every little surface. Yours might be a little bit dirtier than mine, but just make sure you rip it all off. There's a battery right here. So if you do need to replace your battery because your game isn't saving for some reason, all you're going to want to do is get a flathead screwdriver, and you're going to want to easily pry up on each little spot along here. And I don't know if you can see this on camera, but there's 2 little dots right here and right here. And right there is where I think it's soldered on. So it's going to be really difficult to get those off, but you'll just put your flathead screwdriver on there and just push it across. Don't push downward because you don't want to poke into the battery, but you push it across on both of those, and then you can easily lift it up. It is very thin, so you want to be careful not to snap it, but then you can replace the battery. This is a CR2032 for Super Mario World, so just keep that in mind. Just be very careful with it, and then whenever you put your new battery in, use some electrical tape to hold it in spot. Yeah, but just go ahead, clean this up. It should be nice and clean now. We'll set that off to the side. We'll get the back part of this. And for this plastic, you can use soapy water if you'd like, but if you do that, make sure that it's completely dried off before you put the motherboard back in. I'm not sure if you'd call that a motherboard, but yeah, just make sure it's completely dried before you put that in. You don't want anything to get messed up with your game. I just be careful and use isopropyl anyway. But yeah, for the most part, this is pretty clean. Game isn't too dirty. Do be careful around the sticker. You don't want it to get messed up. So, especially if you are using soapy water, it would probably discolor it and possibly mess up the words on it. But yeah, just make sure you get every little crack. You can probably put something over it to cover it while you're cleaning it. I don't really find that necessary. And also, if your sticker's messed up, you can get some of that sticky paper. You can probably find it at your post office, but then you can print off these stickers. You can find them online. If I find any links to one, I'll leave it in the description below. Yeah, but that's about it for this back part. And we'll come over here. This is the front part, of course. Just make sure you get the inside. This will probably be the dirtiest part because this is what it is exposed. But yeah, just get all the real corners, might be real dirty and grimy. But yeah, you can just wipe that all off mainly. Then flip it over to the front. Definitely be careful with this sticker, so that way you can remember what game it is. And once again, if this is messed up, I'm sure you can find them online. But just do be careful and aware of that. Make sure you get all these cracks nice and good. You don't want to leave any dirt or grime in these, you know. But it shouldn't be too hard to clean. You can get all down throughout here. And if there's any staining at all on your cartridge, this should get it off. Yeah, just go ahead and get through all these cracks, every little crevice that you can. Make sure you get it all out. And that should be about it. Also, if your screws look a little messed up, you can either put them in a little thing, isopropyl alcohol, or just rub it on there. See, that's nice and shiny right there. So these are real nice, almost look brand new. But yeah, so that's about it. Then you just take the back piece right here. Make sure if you use soapy water that it is completely dry before doing this. But you're going to want to make sure all the chips are face down on the back. And you can see right here and here, that is where it'll go. And I don't think it'll set the other way, but just do be careful of that. And then make sure you get these little clips on the back side of it. And set it down, make sure it all locks in place. And then put your screws back in. Screw them in one at a time. Get that one in nice and good, and we'll put the screw in right here. And yeah, so that is how you clean your SNES cartridge. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you have any recommendations for future videos, leave those in the comments as well. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.